Attention team. Good evening, namaste. Our morning Zoom is really catered to our India team, but if you're here in the US, you want to know this too, because I've learned from Warren Buffett. He say, if you don't find a way to make money when you sleep, then you have to work for the rest of your life. And so I'm excited today to cover the Indian compensation. It's definitely separate, different, totally different from the US compensations. It's important to know money, right? And when I first came into the business 16 years ago, and I need to know because understand the compensation for me is like able to sit down with someone and ask them, hey, what is your goal? What does it take for you to replace your job, or what does it take for you to help bring quality of life into your family? And someone could tell me, hey, I want to start my part-time gig. I want to make a few $100 a month to the point where eventually I need to make 5,000, 6,000 to walk away from my job, whatever that is. For me, being in this industry, for 13 years in the financial business, building team and developing leadership. When I came in, my sponsor, Alan Lagal, was in, Hawaii. I didn't have someone to sit down and draw it up for me. And so I literally went and find what I can. But I truly, even though I have so many experience and year in the business, I still felt like I truly didn't understand until I received my first check. Okay. When I received my first check, that's when I realized that, hey, I understand the compensation. And so when I said, hola, ¿cómo está? I saw there's Sonia. I don't know which Sonia it is. If you're from Bakerfield, it's so wonderful to see you, um, team. But today is, yesterday we did the Indian presentation, 9:30 Mountain Time, 8:30 California time, 9:30. This is 9 in India. But today I'm covering a little bit on first the getting start part of our business, and then I will walk into the compensation so you can understand why Ben and I do what we do in this business. Let me see here. Okay. All right. As yesterday when we previewed the business, it is so important that when someone see the presentation team, we've been doing a lot of Indian presentation and in the evening, which is 7 p.m. California time for our US market. And also around we do presentation again on Tuesday night, beside the 9:30 in the morning here in Utah. So every Tuesday we have an Indian presentation in the morning, and then one in the evening at 8 p.m. Utah time. And so because why, for me, I'm in charge of that one because I realized that when I joined 16 years ago, I really have to figure a lot of things out. We don't have Zoom. We don't have to meet someone, you really have to go meet them. And as you know, my sponsor was in Hawaii. And so I didn't really have a lot of help, but thank God that because of my experience of presenting and doing presentations, not something hard for me because I've done it, and so I figure, and I literally really was on my own. But after the presentation, that's the reason why we want to, be available to help you. There's nobody better to present the business and than your senior partner. When I say senior partner, it's someone who's at least Ruby and above, someone who's at least earning 10,000 a month, or 6, 7, or Blue Diamond or team lead like myself to present the business for you. The connection, the relationship that you have with people, ultimately, if you're trying to explain the new skin, they're going to ask you, hey, how long have you seen this and how much money have you make? And that's where, most people will say, well, then when you make money, I join you. And that's where the roadblock for a lot of new people, that they trying to do it themselves. I always say, if you try to do it yourself, is literally suicidal in this business. And so when someone see the presentation like yesterday, we will go into getting start. And I want to show you here, getting start. Yeah, and you want to follow this format because it's done. We've been doing this for so many years now. When someone join, sign, do, saw the business, you want to sign them up right away. India, you can't sign them up right away in India officially until the 14. But here in the US, you once you sign them up. Right. And no, in the India, I believe that it's free to even sign up. The process is a little bit longer. Um, but it's always free to join the business, and then deciding how to get started, strategy with your coach within 24 48 hours. And this is a getting start. And so moving forward in every week we will have the getting start and the conversation on Wednesday morning. I have people in my house right now already getting ready for the big convention happening tomorrow. Every year the company do a convention every October. Okay. So people start flying in already. I have people, guests at our home, who are excited. So I apologize. And so why you want to sit down with a coach? Because understand the presentation is only 45 to an hour. There's no way we can go through the detail. And doing this getting started is really about knowing the person, knowing the guest, and find out their dream. And or there's someone who looking to do part-time, or even they're looking to just to try out products, or they're looking to replace their full-time income, or they look to own a global business like Ben and I when we came into the business. We from for myself, from nursing to understanding network marketing 30 years ago, on my first presentation, direct sale, and I fell in love with it. I realized that after all, I live in the greatest country. I don't want to work 40 years and have nothing to show for. And so I got into direct sales when I was 22 years old. And then from there, I've, really, built my, achieved my dream, make a few $1 million before I even joined Nu Skin. But I fell in love with the concept of direct sale, the concept of being your own CEO, the concept of taking control of your future. And ever since then, I fell in love with, network marketing, because this is where I see ordinary people can become extraordinary. And I truly believe everything I've done have led me to Nu Skin 16 years ago. Because for me, I was looking for my last company that I can help other people achieve their dream. Is no longer about my dream. And so during the, getting start coach, I want to find people. And then for Ben, engineer, turning restaurant owner, import, export, and then, even launching his nutrition club with Herbalife, another direct sale company, before we met. And through our technology of the scanner, really attract him into our business. And together we have built a global business in the last 16 years with Nu Skin. And but still, when I sat down with Ben, or when I sat down with someone who, like myself, who've been around the block, who own their own business, who have been on a job, then we show them a bigger vision, how they can own a global business with, the number one, brand of Nu Skin, without all the headaches. And so doing this strategy session is so important. It's so important. This is where, and you want the strategy session to be done with you, your guest, and your senior partner. If you don't know who's your senior partner, then likely it's me. Okay. All right. And we need that. We need that appointment. Without this appointment, that's where a lot of people, fall off, even though they're excited after they saw the presentation, but they fall off because there's no follow-up. And you learn in our business, follow-up is in the fortune. And we have to do this session. If someone, after you invite them to the presentation, and they start asking you questions, you say, you know what, I mean, those are amazing information, and we're expecting it. So let's get together with Terry, let's get together with our senior partner to go through those questions. You say, I have the same question, but I'm new, I don't want to mess it up for you. And you're just being honest and truthful. All right, because we want to do that second, getting started appointment for you. And then during that appointment, we're going to answer their question. It makes sense. And we're going to help launch their business. Right. But you got to go two by two. You can't do this by yourself at the beginning. Allow us to help you. And then we're going to help launch their business. And then here, we draw out their goal. We let them know, hey, what it takes to move up, what it takes to, qualify for the next success trip for India. I know that the company will announce the success trip 3 weeks from now in the launching of India market. Right. And so when we go through the getting started, let me show through the getting started is so simple. We know that, here register in the US. I know with India a little bit different, which I will cover that later in the PowerPoint. But knowing that the step is similar. When someone sign up, we want to get them to commit to a product package, because they're going to use these product. They're currently using product anyway. Especially with India, they're already using health products. 79% of the Indian market are using a supplement already. And so, if they're going to be partnered with Nu Skin, we want them to able to experience our product and see that our product works, right? So they have to, if someone, honestly, if someone don't use the products, or commit to a product, it is your business. Nu Skin, provide us all the support, but it is our business. And so if we don't use the products, guess what? How can you tell other people? If you show them this business and they're like, you know what, have you tried the product? And you say no. I mean, I understand unique, India market is a little bit different because many of you saw the business, you're excited, but you haven't, touch and feel. I mean, right now, we have Alan, our senior partner, already in India. He just flew in India today. And so we want to connect you. We have an Indian leader that was able to meet Alan, last time that he was there, and they're able to experience the Limu Spa. They're able to get their scanner. So these are the leader that we have witnessed, seen us. They're so excited, and they're right now seeing big visions, and we've been working around the clock with them. But those that didn't get a chance, unfortunately, because India is so big that it does cost money to go see Alan. He's over there. He's flying right now, and Ben and I will be there on the 6th, and we're bringing the scanner. We're gonna scan you, and we're gonna depend on what you do. We have a few gifts for our founder Indian leader. Okay, and because when someone use the product, they can able to experience it, and they can speak from the heart, and able to see, oh my God, I scanned, my health score is low, and then and that's what we're going to do when we're launching in the indie market, that they can commit to either the health products, or if they want to look good, then we challenge them to get a package. As broke as I was when I joined Nu Skin 16 years ago, I was bankrupt. I didn't have money, but I know that I have to invest in my business, just like when I invest money opening my office, because this is my business. As we work together, Ben and I, we are your partner. We're not your employee. We're not your boss. Because lead, I share with the compensation, you see that you will make more money, starting your business than Ben and I. We only get 5% on your effort, but you get up to 25%, right? And so when someone see that, we have them commit to a certain kit, right? In India, we'll show you the different kit, okay? But knowing that, Nu Skin has different strategy for you to launch your business. Same here in the US, we will attract a lot of young, we know there's a lot of young social media in India. I know, Chang, you mentioned that with me. You have some young people, and because right now we can't really go through that system, because we don't know what small product that Nu Skin, is launching in the marketplace. We have a few. I know for sure the Loomis Spa, we can do social media. These are very suitable for mom at home. And we know there's millions and millions of stay-at-home mom, who just want to have a business that they can work online. And then, we talk about the spa, huge. There's millions of spa in India, right now. And our team, we literally, is the pioneer in bringing these technology into the spa, into the Vietnamese, market, and through our nail and salon, beauty salon, it expand into Europe, expand into Vietnam. When we open Vietnam market, we have a lot of, a spa at home. And we know, in India, there's, professional spa, and there's spa at home as well. And so we have the system, we have the menu, we have the process, how they can do these product, and how they can also sell these product at the spa. And we learned that in India, a lot of people buy their beauty product when they go to the beauty spa, right? And so that's a huge market that we're focusing as a team. We have the strategy for that. We call the spa club system. And then the Pharmanex, that's where my passion is. I mean, without the scanner, I would not join the business, because because to me, there's thousand of network marketing company out there, and every company sell the dream, right? And then build the team. But to me, I've done that for 13 years, and I want to make sure this time around that yes, I can sell the dream. I can help, talk to people about being their own boss and having their own business. But fundamentally, there's a product work. There's a product literally deliver. And to me, I was attracted to the scanner technology where no one has in this world to able to scan and let you know your supplement you're taking doesn't work, because there's so many people out there, people, you and I know that spending hard-earned money, to buy supplement that doesn't work. And, for me, being on these products for 16 years, I have four boys, 12, 11, 9, and 5. I mean, since they were baby, I mean, these, you know, product helped me have the vitality and the youth to really, being a super mom to my four boys. And I can wake up early, I can be interrupted, and sometimes a few time a night, but thanks to these products. And when I scanned myself, I was in the bottom, I was in the red zone. And so being on these product literally saved my life, really allow me to really being, running a business and being a super mom. And so this we attract I mean, this morning I just talked to one of our pharmacists in our team. She's a pharmacist, and her passion, I mean, she would also go to salon, but she bring her scanner, because the people in the beauty, I mean, they work, if they do nails and beauty, there's a lot of toxic in a salon. And so we have pharmacists, clinical scientists in our team, and this technology has attracted a lot of doctor into our business because of they want to make sure that if they recommend a certain nutrition product, that they can scan it, they can measure it. And that right there, our company has so a lot of doctor in our business because of the scanner technology through Pharmanex. And then as business people who being their own business or who done network marketing, they would really appreciate a global opportunity like myself and Ben. We came in, we didn't want to just, selling product. I've never seen myself just going in and selling product. When I joined Nucian, I saw a big business I can expand, our distribution channel, building leaders of leaders in 50 countries that New Skin and open. And so that for me, I see big business. And so you decide, and when we sit down with someone, we know where they're at, right? And then we cater to that. And then we cater to, because everybody's dream are different, not everybody's are, the same. Let me see here. And so let me see compensation. I'm going to cover this real quick and you got to take, um, okay, let me see. All right. Oh, nope. This is a compensation for India right here. Hi, Saloy. Hi, Ngọc. And I'm open to questions and answer if you guys, after you're done, okay? If you have any question, but not likely, until you get, the paycheck from India. Um, but I'm going through real short today. We already have guests at my house right here. So opening up India is so exciting, team, because I mean it's the biggest market in the world. You know that, right? India, we opened China. I really wasn't excited about China, right? Because I mean, first of all, I feel like a lot of Chinese, they speak Chinese, and I don't speak Chinese, but India is the second largest English speaking market, and I speak English since we've been focused on this for the last 6 months. There has not been an India that I cannot speak, with them, and so that's a huge plus for me. And so the opening of India market, it is an opportunity of a lifetime, and I have seen so many opportunities in my lifetime, but this is definitely the biggest. And knowing that, there's it's unique. India market is a little bit unique. Knowing that if you're on the Zoom here today, there's Saloy and I see Sonia. I don't know which Sonia this is in our team. Right? If you're from Bakerfield, then I'm so happy you're here. But this is a little bit advanced, because today's not a presentation, but we're going right into the compensation. And so, even as, we are top leader, $10 million, so we cannot just go into India and decide to like recruit everybody. We can't. We need to find an Indian eligibility. What does that mean? Okay. We need this person to be the bridge for us into India market. And what does an Indian eligibility means, okay? And then this is what we're going to cover, the compensation, the founder club, and especially, the Kickstart bonus. That's only available for November because those that participate and help kick off the market. And knowing that currently right now, yeah, just right now, but they're working on, imagine this. I mean, every time we have a contest or anything, with China, yeah, it become like so aggressive and huge because they're so aggressive, China. But here with India market, guess what? If you're currently right now in China market, you cannot participate in the India market. And only at this moment, Vietnam, but they're working, some paperwork. But we have so many leaders right now. You don't have to go to India like Ben and I, but there are India all over you where you're at, right? You focus global, but think global. No, focus local, but think global. Think global meaning you want a piece of the India market, but focus locally. Who's the India right now living where you're at? I mean, just in California, 6.3 million. Southeast Asia, I believe it's 2 point something million India living in, Southeast Asia, right? And so, I mean, and these India who live around you have family in India. Just like when I first started building, the Vietnamese, I didn't see myself going back to Vietnam. I left when I was 5. I don't even know what Vietnam looked like, but I do know a business leader that have a passion for Vietnam. My passion is I want to deliver, bring value of these product and opportunity to Vietnam. But when I saw Nu Skin, I haven't been back to my country for like 20 something years, 28 years, right? So I don't know what Vietnam market is like, but I know, the vision I have was I want to help, build the team that bring Nu Skin into Vietnam. And so when we have a leader that literally from Vietnam, they came over here, even though the market did not open till 4 years later, but they came over and we have leaders that joining us here, building the business here in the US. And then they, letting their family, trying the product in Vietnam. And so a lot of things we're building, connecting before the market even opened. And even when the market opened, I didn't even go to Vietnam. Ben went because I was so pregnant. But imagine that you don't have to run over to India right now because there are India, in the 50 market right now, and you want to find Indian that holds these they have to have OCI right here, they have to be like OCI or they still hold an Indian passport. And see, that is your bridge. Okay, you gotta find someone like this. And with this social media, you can literally go online and find out, who is an Indian that has, still a passport, because we have to sign them up into the country where, the US or Southeast Asia market where, Nu Skin already do business. And then we're gonna help them, bridge and sign up a separate account in India. And that's where you can have all the other India, under this person. And so as you can see there, that's a little bit unique situation than here in the US or Vietnam, you sign people up, right, directly, right? But India is different because Nu Skin has to follow the law of India. And so as you can see, you can sign up India from all other market right now. And this person, I mean, from the US or Europe or Canada, as you can see, they're in Latin America, all right? You sign them up and we work with them and help them become a BR. Here in the US, 2000 to be a BR. We just have one of our BR here, Indian in Utah. He just became, officially got promoted yesterday on the 21st. Okay. And so he is the one who, flying with us to India. And and we've been talking to his brother best friend Sadiq, and they're all excited. They're meeting their personal contact, they're and so here Azam signed up his brother, not signed up official yet, but connect, to us. We thank God that there's Zoom that we can connect. And then his brother signed up, Sadiq, his best friend, will sign up, but connecting us to Sadiq. And these two individuals are, I mean, they're so excited right now. They're like, they just can't wait. And so that's where, we need that person, guys. You need this person to be your bridge into India. Even us, thank God we got exam to bridge us over here. And so to help, and then, when someone BR over here, he will automatically be a BR going into the market. He's already a brand rep executive. Okay. And so not 6,000. And then, in order for you to participate and earn, the commission, in India, your India team has to do over 6,000 production, and if you've been around, I mean, back then, here as a BR, you maintain around 2,000, right? Okay. But, 6,000, for your team to generate 6,000 production in India, uh, we're right now we're looking at the first month in November. We'll probably do 100, 200, 300,000 in the first month, team, because that's how huge it is. Yesterday we have a Zoom with New Skin, and they have already, guys, a few hundred BR in India already. Okay, India that are in the 50 country. Okay, hundreds of BR already, and we have people from, Thai, Korea, Europe, already booked the flight. Hundreds of people already booked the flight ready to get into India. And so if you're India on the Zoom here today, and I can tell it's the worst mistake you can make, not participating, and you're living right there in your country. Okay. And so the marketing, knowing that, there's three, bracket in our business, upfront, there's you sharing the products, and then you sharing, referring affiliate into the business. And then, there's building side. You build, instead of just referring, now you want to build your business, and you build it as big as you want to. And so here's sharing bonus here in India, you get up to 12% on sharing these products to the consumer. Okay, and then when you refer an affiliate into the business, and they go and bring this products into the marketplace, you get up to 25%, for sharing. And then as you build, become a BR, and here being a BR, I show you how you become a BR later. BR is really duplicating yourself. It's really finding people who, are serious about the business, who say, I'm going to build this business. I'm not just a customer. I'm not just really like testing out New Skin. When someone become a BR, that's when they really say, I'm doing the business. To me, you're not even for real until you're BR. Okay. And so as a BR, you get up to another, 10%. Okay. Up to 10%. And then the long-term residual income, where we talk about wealth creation, where you can work hard one time, 3, 5 years, and you can take off and continue to earn 5% on your whole team. Ben and I, since 4 years into the business, we've been earning 5% on top of these commission, which, we don't focus a lot. We focus on developing and building leaders. So we get 5%. Think about 5% of 1 million, 2 million production a month, whether we work or not, because we have set up our foundation. And so, but ultimately, when you first came in, this is the beginning commission you want to focus in, right here, as you, share, sell the product, either you sell it to affiliate or to retail customer or member. Member mean they're customer, but they buy the product at wholesale. Okay. Customer, they buy it at retail. Member, they buy it at wholesale. And, you sign up an affiliate. And so you get up to 12.5 on whatever they buy. And whatever they buy for their own use, or let's say you sign up a salon and they buy for their salon, you get 12.5, okay, on what they order, until until you become a BR. This is just a direct, sales. Okay. And then here is the, once you become, here you become a BA. BA is brand affiliate. We all start as an affiliate. And then once you become a BR, as you can see here from this bracket right here, you get up to 25%. And these are the breakup in Ruby. And if you're dialing in from India, you probably know this number more than I. And the next time I'm going to break down and put the US dollar right here. But once as you develop your team, you pick up an additional 10 to 25%. You see that? 10 to 25% on, the customer of your affiliate, beside your own. The first commission you get on your own customer, but this is the commission of, on your affiliate, those that you bring into the business and they generate customer, this is the commission you earn up to 25%. Okay, so just kind of know that, you will learn more when you start picking up your check, okay, or you hear it over and over, okay. And to become a BR, to become a BR, you need to do 125 rupee in 1 month. I believe like it's or you can do it in 2 months. You break it down 2 months, and the first month, that's what you need to do. Second month, this is what you need to do, okay? Or you can do in 1 month. I know that with the launching of India market, and really depend on how many people you bring to the expo. I mean, I truly believe you bring 10 people to the expo, you'll be a BR, within that, within, November, okay? And so I truly believe that this is like less than 1,000. I think 1,500, right? 125 ruby, right? 125,000 divided by 86. Yeah, you're looking at around 1,400. Okay. Here in the US, it's 2,000 to be a BR. Okay. Here's 1,400. And like I say, you bring the people to the expo. They gonna touch and feel, and they're gonna hear from the CEO, they hear from the scientists, and there'll be thousands of people there. They're gonna walk away, wanting to own the products, right? And then I see it happen all the time. You bring 10 people there, okay, and then here's the leading bonus. I don't want to go through detail with this, because this is the back end of our business. This is where, residual income. This is where, as you build the team like Ben and I, where we get paid up to 6 level, 5%, So once you become a BR, I mean, like Salo, you be a BR, I get 5% on you. Once, my Tan, she's our diamond executive, but to me, she's still, my BR, I get 5% on her, right? And so I only get 5% on many of you here, on this Zoom. But this is where you want to pay attention, because this promotion, founder promotion, is only happening, from November to the official launch. The official launch which is November 1st. Okay, so between now to any, leaders that like Azam, he become a BR, right? This month we want to help him, find another BR. Then he will go into, Indian as a goal executive. As a goal executive, remember the commission, the leading bonus that we talk about. Instead of 5%, he's gonna get 10%, double the commission, right? 10%. All right. And so this is, we can help, so whoever become a BR, before the market open, they will have, the founder promotion extra bonus. Okay. And then here the kickstart bonus. Again, the kickstart is only happening in November. And remember the developing bonus, which is 10 to 20%, 10%, you can double. Instead of 10, you get 20%, double the developing bonus for any affiliate. For any affiliate, you get up to double just for the month of November. So again, November is like you get a pack. If you're gonna you want, yeah, really like explosive success, you want to compress the activity, compress everybody, go crazy and bring as many people, to November, expo. And I give you the schedule and all of that. But you don't want to wait. If they're a leader, if they're big business, we want to connect with them first, before, November, product experience. And but I want to share you a little bit on the dream of the possibility, at the back end. This is the back end of the compensation. You see, because when Ben and I came in, our goal is to become a team elite, and so we literally have more than, about 20, 17 instead of 12. We have 17 BR front line to us. And, this is just being an example of someone have 12 become 24, because, these 12, out of the 12, one person, they want to become, a blue diamond back then that would generate 24 BR on the second level. You might know these people by the time you get here. You might still know some of them, but by the time you get to the third level, 48 BR, and then it get to the fifth level, 96. Here first level, second, third, fourth, fifth, 196, and then 384. You know, um, uh, in your sixth level. And if you're looking at, you know, um, most company like Amway or other company, they only cut you off. They pay you only to 3 level. Nu Skin pay us to 6 level. And so if you look at the sixth, the fifth, and the sixth level, I mean, if you have 192 BR, an average, them and their customer and affiliate generate 3,000, because that's the number that Nu Skin, saw, the statistic. That would generate 576,000 production. This is US, time 5%, that's $28,000 on the fifth level. And then the sixth level, 57,000. So if you take, the sixth level commission equal the first 3 level. And that's why a lot of people who do company that only pay them 3 level, look, you can work hard and you only get paid around 10,000 on your 3 level. But here with Nu Skin, we get paid up to 6 level. And I will show you how that, compute, because a lot of our commission, when I first came into the business, I just want to show you, this is only for me, okay, and show you the possibility. When I was in the financial, I was making 50,000 a month, but when I came to Nu Skin, I got to start all over. And so the first year, I earned 55,000. This is just, the bonus and commission, right? First year, second year, 74,000. Third year, 102,000. Fourth year, actually, fourth year, it's a 212 right here. It went up to, I believe, 300,000, and then it jumped to 637,000, right? And then 2014, 600,000, 2018, 800,000. But as you can see, the commission there, I mean, everything, is a business. You got to see it long term. This is not including, retail profit. It's not including sharing bonus. Okay, this is just the building bonus and the leadership bonus. And so the first 5 year, $1 million, where do you go to earn $1 million in 5 years, right? What if it takes you 10 years? Is that still okay? And then, the following 5 year, we earn another 3.4 million. Total 10 years in the business, the first 10 year, we earn almost $5 million commission, right? And so that's the reason why. And now, just 5%, we just continue, to earn, commission 5%, and 5% of $1 million to 2 million. That's where we talk about walkaway income. That's what we're talking about, residual income, right? And so these are product, and initially, this is the product they're going to launch in the Indian market. Just so you know, and right now we have, we want you to focus, bringing people from the beauty salon, because the November we only have, the beauty products, right? The nutrition will be launched in December, but we're going to come there, with some sample. We're going to come there with the scanner that we're going to, be ahead of the game before December, launching the Indian products. And if I actually use a computer, my calculator, and I convert this ruby. I mean, the price is really, suitable for the market. It's a lot more expensive here in the U.S. than the price here in in India. Okay, so these are the product that will be initially launched first. For November, okay, and I'm here to tell you the secret for me or any leaders that we have built in the past is bringing people to event. We have a leader already here, to really wrap up the year strong. I mean, Nu Skin only have one convention once a year, and my life changed because I went to an event. I went to Nu Skin event January 2009. If I didn't went to Nu Skin kickoff event, I wouldn't be here. And thousand of life, Vietnam wouldn't even be open, right? But I show up and I saw the big vision. And I want to share with you one leader in our team that did very well, bring people to event. And this gentleman, Nate, I mean, when, he is so simple. Their community, they're not highly educated. They're simple people, but they were hungry for opportunity. And he set a goal of bringing 500 people, to one of our big success summit, which is, yeah, they got to pay ticket to go. But he got like, he got 100 out of 500. But because he got 100 people to a big event, this is his GSV volume. Remember, I showed you as a BR 3,000. This is his GSV volume 32,000. And during that time, 32,000 commission, he got up to 20%. And so he got like 6,400 on his, affiliate and his customer only. But then his team, his team ended up doing 850,000 in 1 month. And his commission check was 54,000. He has never, as a makeup artist, and he worked for also at a fast food he had never make even more than, 20, 30,000 a year. So imagine 54,000 a month. And that month he wired $10,000 to his mom, and she was nervous and crying because she had never seen a $10,000 ever, because he came here to the US to make a better life. And so the secret right here for him, it wasn't because they were smart, it wasn't because they were talented, it was because they were, you know, they literally coachable and teachable, and they just bring people to event, and so, the question here is, we're going to have big event in India. I mean, Nu Skin is flying there, do multi-city tour, and I'm going to show you also the different meeting that Ben and I will do along with our senior, partner, to support the India market. But, the question is, when this is going to be launched, the Prism IO going to be launched into the market, knowing that the scanner, you know, 20 years, we only had 5,000 scanner, and half of that is in doctor office. And so beginning of the year, we're going to launch 25,000 Prism, into the marketplace. The first quarter of 2026, we have ours we're going to bring to India, but India will launch in December, in India, the Prism. Okay. And so the question is, as this, thousand and thousand of Prism go out into the world, the question is, how many of that do you want, to have in your team? Because this scanner is the only one, that has built-in AI that can scan, and give someone their health score, and so each scanner, let's say, it is a business tool at the beginning, and you have to qualify, you have to be at least a BR to buy the scanner. Okay, at this point. And so as a BR, if you have a scanner and you have 10, I mean, you can go out there and scan 25 and 100 family, and you get 10 family, to be using our supplement, averaging, let's say, $100 for the whole family a month. That would generate you minimum 2,500 a month, right? Think about it. If you want to generate 1,000 a month, then 25 scanner in your team. And if there's 500 scanner, our team right now easily will have 500 scanner, generate 10, 10, customer family, 10 family at 100 each. That's 25,000 extra a month, into this technology. And so you can decide you want 10 scanner in your team, or 50 or 100. I mean, it's going to happen, right? I mean, because nobody can afford to buy the old scanner, the S3 scanner, because it's too expensive. But with this, Prism, small, portable, I mean, you can scan anybody in the bathroom break, on the air, on the bus or anywhere, right? And so, we're going to put this in the Indian, and you go in there and you get the, know more about the scanner, like right here in US, people have to be a BR before December to buy this. So Sonia, if you're still on here, I gotta help you get you to BR again to get the scanner, okay? To really help, those around you, to help them become healthy, because they need to know where they're at, or they're in the red zone, or they're in the average, or they're in, good health, right? And we have a mission, to go out there and help family. And so these are, the information for India. Some of you probably have this already. Their PowerPoint, their presentation, there's information how to sign up an Indian eligible and get them fully approved, to do business in India. All of that is in there, right? We're coming, on the 5th, because, we cannot officially sign local India until the 14th, okay? The 14th. That's when we can launch, we can sign India in, okay, as you can see there. These are the free big expo, and it will definitely be a, a standing room only. These are free event that Nu Skin spend, thousand securing the place, and they have, sample, they have raffle, they have, touch and feel. I mean, everything is there, for your, guests, and your teammates. To me, it's like, this is your opportunity to really come in and changing, people life, those that in India. So these are free event, okay? These are free event, as you can see, the 14th, that's when it began. But, Ben and I and our senior partner, we don't want to wait until the 14th. We want to, go to the marketplace and help you, if you're going to build $1 million, business, who do you want to be on your round table? Who do you want to be your president? Who do you want to be your general manager, right? And so these event will support, to identify these people, because it's not just you inviting people to these Nu Skin, free expo. And, if you bring people to these event, and you have that Ben and I and our assistant know, you have on a VIP list, because it's cost. These are money that Ben and I and our senior partner, collaboration to rent these meeting room, money out of our own pocket. Lunch will be served, and so you let us know. So they have to be on the VIP list. And that's what it is. We want to make sure these are VIP people. So they can bring 10, 20, 30. We have someone in our team, he said he's going to bring 200 people, to the expo, right? So these events, will happen, and you let us know who do you know in that, because we've been working around the clock with people, okay? And so it's gonna happen. This tsunami wave, is gonna happen in India. I heard there's a lot of storm in India in the last few days, but this tsunami won't kill anybody. This tsunami will transform so many people's life in India, and we just want to say that, let's go, let's together make history, because opening India market will be, it is the biggest, opportunity that Nu Skin has ever launched, okay? And, we're talking about $20 million circle. Ben and I, it took us, 16 years to be a $10 million circle. We know that in the next 10 years, um, we're going to help, 40, we have 40 individual earn over $1 million in Nu Skin, in the last 16 years. And we know that within the market, we're going to help 100 individual, earning $1 million commission. How about if you don't care to be $1 million, earner, how about helping thousands and thousands and thousands of people earning thousands of dollars in India, right? We know it's going to happen with or without you. We want you to come along with us, and this is a moment where we have to find those early adopter, those leaders that see it before it happened, because there will be people that wait until Nu Skin is in India for 6 months or a year. They wait until Nu Skin is all over the news, then they join. But I always believe that good things come to those who wait, but only what left over from those who hustle. And so right now we're looking for those that hustle, okay? And we have a leader that literally hustle Ben and I mean, they call and they're just like, we need this. And I mean, it's so exciting right now, it's such a time. And so I want to wrap up right now, with this Zoom, because it's, Sadiq, compensate. I know Sadiq will probably be a Blue Diamond team lead, the first one, because he literally on top of things, and, we're constantly on communication, in the WhatsApp. I've never been on WhatsApp more than in the last few months, team. Before that, I'm always on, and I do want to, have our team on Facebook. You know why? Because to us, Ben and I, we're not just building a business, we want to build a family, okay? And so, having a Facebook, I can go in and see your family and get to know you. To us is knowing you. And so knowing you, we can able to work closely with you and know your dream and your aspiration. And so I know Ben is having a call meeting with some of our leader that's on fire right now. So I'm going to wrap up this call, because Ben going to hop on with our leaders. And I appreciate all of you, Ngọc Việt, Mai Thanh, they're hustling right now. They want a huge piece of, India market. And from Vietnam, flying to India is cheap. For us, it's like over $1,000, okay? And so we have Mai Thanh and Ngọc Việt. They've been the last few months connecting me people left and right, okay? And so Sonia, I don't know if that's Sonia Gonzalez, but if you're on here, I'd love to hear from you. My condolences. If this is the Sonia I'm talking about, my condolences to you and your family on the past from your mom. But hey, if this is a Sonia that I've been working with, I mean, she helped us launching the Southern California market in the Latino market 5 years ago. And now it's a time where here in the US, Latino market is on fire right now. I just came back from Nu Skin Latino event last week, 2 weeks ago. There's over a thousand Latin America leader coming in from Colombia, Peru, Mexico, Chile's and Argentina, right? They flew into the company. And so we can't wait, Sadiq, that, hey, we'll put a plan to get you guys come over here to really see the Nu Skin headquarters. All right. Thank you so much, team. Appreciate you guys. And hey, go India. Okay. Get a piece of your India market. Thank you so much, Saloy, team, hopping on. And I need to hop off so Ben can, I believe, have another separate meeting with our India leaders there. All right, take care. God bless.